listening to The Nasty Table, the premier source for tabletop role-playing actual play. Now come on in, relax, and pull up a seat to The Nasty Table. Last session on the Nasty Table 12 gauge.
This is what like a Russian bad guy smells like.
Dude like has to take his pants because they're his pants. He's holding them. No lights on inside the actual restaurant itself. Sign says closed. Public health inspection notice closed.
Get Vinny a tool set and let him work his magic on that lock upstairs.
The Home Depot song's playing.
With a resounding click, you hear the deadbolt slide right open. There's clothes on the floor, dirty dishes in the sink, kind of trash all around.
Walk over to the laptop.
It's been violently destroyed, and it has been painted yellow. Back hindquarters are bloated, and they look like this sickly yellow color. Ants, much the same as I've described, standing in unison to make several symbols. Both of you recognize this symbol.
Oh, yes, you mentioned Alex was going to play remote.
Yes.
Thoughts?
You think I could do D&D?
No, man. I think that...
I think we can do...
I think if we figure it out with Alex, we're going to have to do it with you because of the smell.
Yeah. Bro, that look.
That was devastation.
Oh,
That was,
it's
no, Jody,
okay.
we were
You
kidding.
smell fine.
You smell okay. You're all right. You're fine. No, we were just playing. We were just joshing around.
Come on, man.
Then I couldn't sniff his seat anymore. I'd be sad.
Yeah.
That's like half the reason I come. Just sniff his seat after he's
Dude, how are you gonna do Z-Cell from far away? You're not even here to smell.
Yeah.
The whole reason you come.
Oh, yeah. The whole reason, and the reason I come, and why I come.
Who's coming?
Everybody's coming.
All right, let's get a recap of that last session, and then we'll get down to business. Get down to brass tacks.
Can I metagame right now?
Yeah. I'll allow it. We'll just watch out.
So,
He's got the meta hammer out.
So ants, when they eat things, it goes to their thorax and not the remainder of their body. All of their fluids are stored in their butts.
Nerd.
Fuck.
I am a nerd.
Dweeb.
But you also had to know that for knowing that their butts would be yellow.
You know,
Thanks.
this guy's a fucking dork. Let's get out of here, bro.
Dude, I said the fucking, like, you can work from home. You don't have to be in here.
See, it's
Get
like
out of here,
Fucking
bros.
See, it's
Depart
like-
from the office.
I didn't know we were with a guy who didn't burn.
like
You guys want to go to the Ots?
Let's go to odds. Fuck it.
Do you have science entomology?
I do not. I do have heavy machinery, so when I was looking over the vats of fluids, I thought about calling out, hey, can I roll on this on my heavy machinery?
That's not heavy. Heavy machinery is like bulldozers and...
Really? I mean, I would think it
you
does.
are. Let me put this flatly, brother. You are fucking forklift certified.
Yeah,
Congrats.
that's what heavy machinery is.
You're fucking forklift certified.
It's like forklifts and like excavators and bulldozers. and
fucking-
So if we ever have a heavy object to move and access to a forklift, you're gonna be very
You're the man to
fucking
call.
useful.
Who has
I also drive
who
well.
has a skill that they're dying to roll for? Because I can't believe we already got a language Spanish roll.
Small
I don't even
pilot.
want to talk about that.
Pilot small craft.
Pilot small craft.
I'm waiting for that too.
I feel like everything I've taken, I've made use of.
Everything, things that I've taken, I've made use of. Things that were given
Besides
to me.
the 80 I have in swim. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just dying for like
Could you imagine? My dude's
Actually,
Michael Phelps.
I am looking on a
unarmed
meteorology
combat.
roll.
I'm waiting for my 16 artillery to come through.
slap.
Dude's a fucking war cannon.
Unarmed combat is just slap boxing.
I'm looking for a nice meteorology check. I should have checked on the weather.
You have science meteorology?
I do. Have
Bro, it's like
I've been
it's like
thinking about
you just
awesome.
every day you give him like different levels of pains in his knees. It's like it's like yo, your knees feel like shit today. It's like
take a point of
boys,
damage.
It's gonna fucking storm tonight.
I've been thinking about checking my credit card balances on my phone every session to get accounting up. Just fucking power farming.
I check my FICO score.
I balance my checkbook.
I can power farm my meteorology skill.
Is it gonna rain? Yeah, I mean... So what?
I don't know where I ended off on that kind of recap there.
I don't even think we started the recap. Galleon is like, hey, I got the contact information for the landlord. They're also like the head chef, the owner of the restaurant. You guys decide to break in anyway. Bravo. Love it. Huge
Little last
fan.
minute.
I mean, we already got the stuff.
Now, here's the thing, and I want you guys to keep this in mind because this is super, super important. I'm not trying to sound like fucking XQC. It's really fucking important for you guys to keep this in mind because this is a mechanic of Delta Green. This is not metagaming to keep this in mind. This is one of the rare instances where I want you guys to aware of one of the core mechanics of the game, which is cover-ups. You guys are not FBI agents. If you guys are caught by the police, you will go to jail, right? So it's this idea of, yes, we can break in and it'll be easier, but that's more stuff that can kind of get traced back to us.
Like our FBI badges, like they're gonna work on like the average civilian, but if we run into another FBI agent and show him our FBI badge, we are fucked.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is like one of the key mechanics of Delta Green is balancing this level, how much you have to cover up versus how quick you can get things done. Yes, it's going to take time to call her and get her down here and convince her to give you the keys and get in. Maybe that's time you don't have. You know what I mean? But on the flip side, if you fucked up on the lockpick, that's a loose end. That would probably have to be dealt with.
Well, that's why I program pointed.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, those are the things that should be in your mind of, like, every single thing that you do that can be traced back to you is something that is just adding on to the cover-up that needs to happen.
Metagaming kind of behind the scenes.
They're like, yeah, wait, there were more ants in here.
No,
Hold on.
Wait, there's 42,612 instead of 42,624.
I also would never assume that things are going to be like, oh, I've seen this X building before, so that means there's going to be this in there. Because, like, at the end of the day, we're dealing with, like, a realm that with many possibilities, and he could do what he wants. Like, we could have opened that door, and he could have said that there was another one right behind it.
I want to establish the fact that I am a trickster deity.
Like, yeah, like, he could have, like, it could have been like, oh, there's 6 more doors. Like, pick them all.
If a player of mine ever describes me as fair, they're a liar.
So, like, yeah, like, the door, and at the end of the day, like, yeah, like, he could say the door's locked, the door's unlocked, the door's got a fucking lock you've never even, it's uncomprehendable.
I will always err on the side of making a decision that comes out to a funnier outcome. Every time.
Fair.
G-Cell finds themselves in the apartment believed to be owned by a Thomas Meyer. The 4 of you find yourselves scattered around his home, Gonzo near his bed, Galleon standing next to a collection of different constellations of assembled bugs and insects, gauze pacing back and forth, and Garfield with a Tupperware full of creepy crawlies. At this point in time, we're looking at about 9:30, maybe like 9:35. The sun has set well long ago, and I ask what the 4 of you would like to do.
Can I use my phone to take a picture of the various symbols?
Yeah.
You know what? I think I want to write them down.
Okay, draw them, sketch them.
Yep.
Okay, easy enough.
Gonzo's gonna take another good look around the studio apartment.
Okay.
There's no rooms or doors that kind of indicate that this is going, like a locked door with a deadbolt indicating that it would go downstairs towards the restaurant.
Nope. No. There's one door other
And
than
it's
the
the
door that you
bathroom?
entered to, and it's the bathroom,
Okay.
correct. But I'm imagining that you're just taking the time to do kind of like a pseudo deep dive, taking a
Correct.
closer look around. What's everyone else doing? Galleon actively sketching the symbols.
You said there was about 2 additional that I recognized?
Yeah.
Cool. I was pulling out my notes.
I'm going back to I'm adding the peephole into my pacing routine.
Okay. No movement on the other side of the door. Garfield, anything that you're doing?
I'm about wrapped up in here. I guess I'll just clean up the traces that we were here. I don't think we really disturbed too much, and it's already a pigsty, so.
Other than the hole in the bathroom.
Yeah, I was going to say, can I go back in?
Yeah.
Hole's about fist-sized, and it's in the drywall, so the way the cabinet works, I guess there's a hole in the cabinet that then leads to another hole in the drywall?
The cabinet looks like it does not have a back facade.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's drywall. Can I maybe just kind of like...
Push it right in?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just kind of falls down.
So now I have a much bigger surface area to kind of look at?
Yeah.
Can I shine my flashlight and look in it?
Stick your eye up to it?
No, it was fist-sized before. I'm shining a flashlight through it.
You don't see anything.
I don't see any movement or anything like that.
Nope.
I kind of do want to look in there, but I don't. Can I get like an angle? Maybe I'm not like putting my head in, but can I like kind of shine down and see? I want to see if those ants are living.
You would have to get very, very close, or have like the phone. Basically, the way that the phone worked is it was able to act as a
So it's pretty
camera to go in.
And where the bathroom's located, is this going? Is it going toward the back of the building, the front of the building?
It's going towards the front of the building.
So,
Well, maybe like the front. If you're looking directly at the building,
and then how
from the front?
How deep before I'm hitting more wall? Like, what's the
Oh,
support?
like 2 or 3 inches.
Oh, so it's not that far.
No, not at all.
And then obviously the ants are stuck to the wall inside,
Yeah,
and it goes down to the floor, I guess, which is probably only about 1.5 feet high at this
if
point.
that. Yeah.
He's not talking like the outskirts of the house. It's not like siding, correct? This building, it's a brick.
Yeah.
Is it a brick foundation? Just so
brick-
I can get.
Brick on the bottom, and then you're not sure what it is on the second floor. But the actual restaurant itself is brick and mortar.
Okay.
But the second floor looks like it's got siding and is more,
So, just kind of.
And I do want to finish that thought. Basically, where you're looking at, if you were to look at the front of this building, this spot extends from, if you're looking directly at the building, the top left of it.
Okay.
Right. So you walk in the bathroom, which is directly off the
That
back,
makes sense.
and then it's off to the right in that
That
bathroom.
makes sense.
Gonzo, you wrap up. You feel like you've taken as much as you possibly can into here. The one thing that I do want to make clear is he does have a lot of different personal items, quote unquote, but nothing like
Personal.
No photos of himself, no
We'll talk.
RSVP calendar invites on taped to his fridge or anything like that. But there's clothes, there's loose stuff, there's like a tool set that you see, some stuff.
He's
like
having
that.
a calendar up on the wall at all?
He does not have a calendar that's set up there. He has some mail that's kind of been opened and read through. Nothing really sticks out. Looks like bills, rent payments, normal
Latest
stuff like
date?
that. Latest date would be, there is a bill statement from May the 1st.
What's today?
Today's the 10th.
And, excuse me, I go check into the fridge. Fridge is working. It's cold in there.
Yep.
You said there were ants. I was curious if
Yeah.
it was still on.
Yep. And those ants are still kind of scattered about.
Yeah.
there.
What's the? I just look at the expiration date on the milk. What's the expiration date?
Expiration date is 3 days from now.
From now. Okay.
Correct. Anything else anyone else is doing in here? It's about
Yeah.
10 o'clock.
I'm gonna grab my phone back off the floor of the bathroom
Yeah.
and start looking at the pictures again. And
left your phone
Joe, curiosity killed a cat. I'm looking in there.
Okay, sticking your face up to it. And Gauze, you walk in as you see Galleon stick his face up to the hole. Press it in and look inside. Looking around, you notice swarm of various insects. All different types of creepy crawlies. You see the ants, which have been mentioned to death. You also see the swollen thorax of them that's visible from this point. There's probably about, I'd say close to like 70 of them, just skittering and scuttering around. You also notice spiders. You see a centipede that's long and curving and crawling up the side. And above all else, you see a swarm of 20 or so black spiders with a smudge of red on their back. The second you kind of peek your eye up and look up, they pounce, jump at you. There's a split second where you notice Galleon with his face up to the hole and quickly dive backwards, kind of falling back on your rear end. I need you to roll a dexterity times 5 check for me.
Holy fuck.
if I see him jolt back, can I help like pull him out, or no? Too quick.
Depends on what his roll is.
58 on a 60.
58 on a 60.
God.
You're able to get your face back away quickly before you see probably about half of the amount that you saw of these spiders crawl out of the hole quickly and then scurry back in the hole, as if they were reacting and attacking to you. And that is very, very apparent in this moment. That is a level of intelligence that makes you uncomfortable. Roll sanity. It does not take someone with a background in entomology to notice that these are, without a doubt, black widow spiders.
I hate this. 56 on a 63.
56 on a 63. You're not going to lose any sanity. But it was a scary moment nonetheless. A cluster of spiders acting in unison,
Dude, my skin's
jumping
crawling.
right.
I hate
Welcome to
spiders.
horror games. We're getting spooky.
I hate spiders, man.
Jumping,
Keep it up.
jumping out at you.
I hate it.
As I see him jump back, I say, oh, are you? What was in there?
You guys
What-
hear a clatter
Oh my
from the
God.
bathroom.
Please tell me he hit his head on the,
Dude,
the
there's-
top of the bathroom sink. The underside of
Knock the pipe hot water.
Yeah, everywhere.
Trying to plug it. Yeah, oh, dude, there's more than just ants in there, man. That was a freaking colony of spiders just jumped out at my face, like black widows.
Black Widow. That's something.
I swear to God.
Yeah, that's something to fuck around with. We should. I don't even know what we should do. We shouldn't go in there again.
Give me
Is there something interesting to know? Black widows are known for more drier climates, correct?
pause. Give me a science biology roll.
Yeah, okay.
I know where this is going.
You know what? Did I get a program point for doing those cigars?
Yes, you did.
So I'm
Wait,
gonna,
explain to the listening audience where this program point's coming from.
so I got an APB as I was making my over on some Macanudo cigars, cigarillos, to be precise, and I picked them up for our wonderful handler, Joseph, and I got a program point for that. So I'm going to use that right now on this science biology roll.
Gave the kid a program point for getting me a box of Macanudos.
And good thing I did, because that's a 001, so 100.
001 is a 1.
That's a 1.
You got it.
Or is it 00 and
It was
a 1?
001.
001, that's a 1.
So 1. And a 28 on a 60, so 1 on a 60.
1 on a 60. Black widows are neither herd insects. They do not have they are not colony based at all.
Mhm.
They are very, very independent. And again, this is a weird climate to encounter them.
Like, area in general.
The humidity is not suited for these spiders in
Especially in
general.
a bathroom, it's probably a lot more humid than usual
Absolutely.
in a studio with no windows. Yeah.
And we're
in the middle of spring in Tampa, Florida.
Okay, oh, yeah. Yeah, they...
What do you call me, a liar?
No, I mean, they
Look in there.
They shouldn't... I'm not going to look in there. I saw what happened to you.
God, you're making my skin crawl thinking about it. I hate that. I hate that.
Yeah, they shouldn't be in there.
They are.
Do we hear a shriek from the bathroom?
I didn't shriek.
You hear a clatter.
I didn't
I
shriek.
didn't got clattered.
I didn't shriek, I clattered.
I clattered.
I got kind of like scurry over and go, what the fuck's going on in here, guys? I'll
Black
follow.
widow spiders in there.
Is there a bucket anywhere?
No.
I grabbed the biggest cup I can find.
Is there bug spray?
There's no bug spray that you notice across this whole house, and even if you like ask Gonzo,
Oh,
Gonzo's
God.
yeah, you don't like it, do you?
I don't like it.
Welcome. I want to tap into this feeling. I want you to feel uncomfortable. This is at its core a horror game. I want you guys to feel scared.
How
Or
big
at
is
least
this hole
uncomfortable.
now?
Still about the size of a fist, maybe a little bit like
Okay, so
larger.
you didn't have his head in there?
I didn't.
No,
have my
he had
head.
he had like his face up to it, like his eye and like the
Okay.
bottom part of his cheek.
Gave bro delusional parasitosis right in the middle of the fucking recording.
I hit him with psychic damage.
That's crazy.
It's like attack.
Yeah, you're able to find yourself like a fairly large tumbler glass.
Fill the thing up with water.
Okay.
And then I walk into the bathroom.
Stepping into the bathroom.
I heard something about a spider. Now,
Black widow spiders in the hole. That's now the size of a fist.
Once again, want to remind the audience, the hole in the bathroom, once the size of a quarter, now the size of a fist.
larger than a fist as you opened it up slightly more.
A little bit bigger than the fist.
A little bit bigger than a fist. Once again, a little bit larger than a fist.
So,
That water better be scalding hot if you're thinking about pouring it down there.
I am absolutely thinking about pouring it down there.
Dude,
Actually,
why are we
better
fighting? Why are we fighting spiders?
Yet, better yet, is there a kettle?
These are
Why are we fighting these fucking
aren't
spiders,
These aren't
bro?
normal spiders. They
there a
jumped out at me.
Is
Okay,
there a
but
kettle
why are
on the
we fighting
stovetop?
them?
Why are
Like,
you looking at me like I'm the fucking camera in the office?
I don't know.
They deserve death.
I'm not a referee. I want you to make that. I want you to understand that I am no referee.
There's a
I'm a
pot.
silent watcher.
All right, fight the spiders.
There's a pot.
I'm just in the doorway. I don't even know what the fuck's happening yet. I haven't really been there long enough.
Well, no, I would say that you're pretty much wrapped up whatever you wanted to do.
But I just kind of walked in. He's just kind of back there mumbling about spiders. You know, I don't really.
I grab a pot and I fill that thing up with water and I put it on the stove. I'm starting to boil some water.
What's everyone else doing?
I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the hole, make sure nothing comes out. And
I'm rinsing water all over my face.
Yeah.
Like just,
Yeah.
I'm disgusted.
Yeah.
in the
Standing
kitchen,
right
in the
by
bathroom
me.
sink.
Yeah, right above the fucking same spider.
Using the spider water to wash out the spiders, bro.
Yeah, you turn on the
Yicky.
faucet and a horde of black widow spiders.
I mean, yeah.
This is gonna be when I'm insane. I'm gonna think you're all spiders.
Taking the time to wash your face, you put a pot of water on the stove, and it's starting to get there. What's everyone else doing? What are you guys doing in
I
this time?
say in the bathroom. I mean, I guess we found the reason that restaurant downstairs is closed. It's got to be this, right?
I don't know. I don't know. There's bugs everywhere.
I'm
I don't
sure
know.
it's bugs.
That's a lot of bugs.
Bugs everywhere. I don't know if the health department's shutting down for bugs. To be honest with you, mice maybe, but if there were mice, there's probably not this many bugs.
I mean, this isn't New York. They don't just shut down for anything.
It's Tampa. It's a city.
Yeah. I mean, wait, they might shut down for anything here.
In fact, the standards are probably a little bit lower in Tampa.
Maybe.
Shout out to all you Floridians.
Shots fired. Bang, bang.
No offense, you're notoriously dumb.
I'm keeping that in. I historically do not give a fuck about our listeners, and I will. I said this. I said this to the LFECU table. One of the reasons why I don't respect our listeners is because our third most listened from city is Dallas, Texas. So a large portion of these listeners are Dallas Cowboy fans.
What are they doing?
Go fuck yourself.
Get out. Like that. We don't even want you here. Like straight up.
Gonzo is still boiling water. Anything else that you guys say? Do you have any comments about him boiling water? Do you do anything in the time that it takes him to boil this water? I mean,
I'm just kind of observing.
He's
I don't
literally
really have.
watching
I
the
don't
pot.
have anything
Yeah.
I'm
else.
watching,
Watching
the
the
pot
pot boil.
boil.
I don't have anything else I want to do here. I'm
What
just
should have
kinda-
taken 15 minutes takes 20.
I love how for the past couple of sessions, Vinny's just kind of been like, yo, I'm getting in, I'm getting out. Fuck this. Like, I'm looking around, I don't see any clues. Let's leave. He's a man on a mission.
does anyone share any of the information that has been gathered thus far? Do you guys cross-pollinate with some of this? Because I don't think that Vinny is aware of the bugs that have been placed with the arms separated. I don't think that anyone else is knowledgeable about the composition notebooks or the vials or anything like that. As this pot is boiling, do you guys kind of catch each other up
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a good time.
to say that, like, in character, you guys are all
Yeah.
knowledgeable about?
Boys,
The stuff that
take a
everyone's
look at the
found.
composition notebooks, and I haven't looked at them yet. I know that there's notes all throughout them. I just figured we should take them with us. Nobody has 5 to 10 of them just kind of laying around like this. And the vial is definitely where the scent's coming from, just to kind of give you
Did
guys...
you keep the vials?
The vials are with the
Alright.
notebooks.
Yeah,
Are the
there's
notebooks
4
marked
of
at
them.
all? On the front?
What was that?
Are the notebooks marked at all on the front? Or
I didn't take that good of a look at them. I just kind of wanted to make sure that there was something written down in there. Didn't take it with us.
Can I see one of them vials?
Yeah, you grab the vial.
I want to put it outside of the hole. Like, I'm not gonna hold it. I'm just gonna like put it there.
Okay.
Anything come out, try to get it because it smells.
5 seconds pass. 10 seconds pass. And you see 2 ants. Thoraxes swollen, bulbous and yellow, crawl out and make their way towards the vial.
I guess I just wanted to observe that behavior,
Mhm.
and I pointed out to the gang.
One of them crawls inside while the other one stands. Starts rotating in place.
They're what? He's like dancing in front of it.
The one.
I take a look at
The
this.
other one goes into the vial and you can just see it just slowly walking up and down the edges of the vial all the way around, twisting, while the one stands out front of the hole entering the vial and just spins in place.
Almost at attention.
Marcel?
Roll sanity.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, because I feel like I walk in when he kind of brings us up, and I take a look. I'll roll sanity on that.
I really, really wish we had the
0 and a 30.
magnetic glass ball.
0 on a 30?
Save
Like,
us.
no, I rolled a 0 and then a 30. So what's that?
30.
That's a 30.
Yeah.
On.
I'm rolling like shit tonight, boys. I'm sorry.
Where's my sanity? Oh. 60.
Do better.
For real.
60.
65 on a 58.
65 on a 58. You're going to lose 1 point of sanity. 30 on a 60?
Yeah, I'm chilling, right?
Yeah, you're good. You're not going to lose anything. Odd behavior. Very, very strange. Discomforting.
I'm calling over to Marcel. You got to take a look at this. This is some National Geographic shit happening right here.
Once the ant that's inside the vial gets back up to the edge, it begins to walk backwards in that same circular motion, corkscrewing across the inside of the vial, while the other one just stands right at the center, or right at the top into the hole that enters the vial and just spins in place.
I poke the vial.
Poke the vial and it kind of just like moves a
Rolls.
little bit.
Yeah, I'm curious. What's the ant at attention doing?
The ant at attention, who is near the opening of the vial, quickly scutters off into where the vial now is and begins doing the same behavior.
How is it rotating? Is it using its legs to kind of, or is it using its like thick Lorax to kind of like just spin on that?
No, it's using its legs to just spin in place, just like skittering around in a circle. Marcel, you see this? I'm not going to have you roll sanity, but it is very odd behavior.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because those spiders that jumped out at Pierce, they shouldn't have been acting like a pack like that. I wonder if there's something with this smell that's making them work together.
Or what?
If this guy discovered a scent that makes all these bugs fuck with each other, I'm glad he's dead.
In the drawer, was there any tape or while searching the house, was there any tape I found?
Like masking tape?
Any kind of tape?
Yeah, you find a roll of duct tape.
I grab like a 1 by 1. How big is a vial? A half inch by half inch.
It's actually fairly large, maybe about 3 inches long.
Oh, okay.
About
3
like-
inches long. What's the
about a
diameter
half
of
inch.
it? Half inch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You notice at this point,
That is pretty big.
If anyone's monitoring this, you notice that the two ants, both of them, the one who's inside makes its way out, the one who's been standing at attention, spinning in circles, both of them point their fronts, like their heads, towards the vial, and you notice their little tiny legs grab onto it, and they try to walk backwards and try to move it. And it moves like ever so slightly, slowly, just kind of millimeter by millimeter as they're walking backwards, trying to carry it back towards the hole.
I grab the duct tape and I take a square big enough to grab to cover the hole.
Okay.
And I don't take it from them, but I try and work against them. Like I kind of press it down to hold it down.
Yeah, and they're still struggling, trying to pull it.
And if I start to inch it away from the hole, what's their reaction?
It doesn't look like that they are exerting a suspicious or unnatural amount of force, but they're still trying to pull it.
They're still trying to pull it.
But I mean, even just you lightly dragging your finger is an infinite amount of more
strength
than
exactly
than they're exerting.
My
yes.
point.
Correct.
I start to pick it up, but leave only on the one edge where they're not pulling from, so it doesn't disturb them.
Episode 13, playing with bugs.
Yeah, I was about to say we were just playing with bugs. Like that.
A lot of experimentation here.
Okay.
What's their? They're still pulling.
No, yeah, they're still pulling.
Pick up the whole thing. Are they hanging on, or they release?
They release, and they just kind of scurry up, try to make their way towards the patch of tape.
To the tape. I feel like I have that in like the thumb. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I'm thumbing the tape.
Yeah.
And holding the vial.
Yeah. Did you close the hole with the tape?
No. I'm just thumbing it, kind of fucking with them with my other hand.
No, they're making their way towards the hole once you pick the vial up.
Okay. Then I place it back down. What's their response?
They crawl over the tape and begin making their way up past a small crack that you can see if you're like leaning up into the bottom of the sink there, up past over the counter, like the cabinet, crawl into a small slit, and now they're walking up the wall into the ceiling. Making their way towards the ceiling, they immediately hit the edge and begin making their way leftward, and you can see them slide in between the drywall and go up even further.
Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought about dumping some boiling hot water down there.
The pot on the stove is boiling over.
Now I don't think that's so much of a good idea.
Why?
Well, I had thought that they only went down for food. But if those guys went up, there could be a lot more than what we think there are.
Well, I know there's stuff down there.
Yeah, but I don't know what's up there. Is there a broom anywhere?
Broom?
Broom. Did I
Yeah.
find a broom?
Yeah, you can find a broom.
All right, I grabbed the broom.
Wonder if we could smoke them out.
I grabbed the broom.
Okay.
First thing I do, I take it to like the almost an edge, like the furthest wall, the wall,
Oh no.
and I drag the broom up and puncture a hole in the wall in the ceiling.
Does anyone stop Gonzo with what he's about to do?
No, because I think he's just gonna knock on the ceiling, like knock it. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think he's gonna put a hole in it.
I'm like, I want to kind of preface this and say like, I'm far away with the broomstick in my hand. I'm kind of like,
Yeah, and you kind of push it up, and it feels like it like cracks upward, but you hit a stud.
oh, don't do this to me, man.
Everyone notices Gonzo do this. You probably got to back up like maybe 3 inches if you want to actually try to pierce this drywall.
Hey, bud, what are you doing?
Look, I before I go and pour a boiling pot of water down here and flush these guys out, I need to see what's above us. And if I just poke a hole with this broomstick, I'm hoping the whole thing doesn't come down. I don't think it will.
What are we doing right now?
Yeah, why are we?
Look, we gotta know what's in here.
There's bugs in there.
Did you get a full-time job at Orkin that I don't know about? What are we doing? Seriously, why are you... So you figure this out, and then we kill the bugs or whatever. What does that do for us?
Well, why are we here?
Not for bugs. Unless they're...
We need to figure out why he did what he did and remove all evidence. What if he hid evidence up there? Why are they attracted to something in here?
That's why I took the bugs.
Rattles a Tupperware of dead bugs.
We'll go get them looked at. What if they're just fucking bugs and we're sitting here playing fucking Exterminator?
I mean, we can absolutely burn the
Like,
place
it's disgusting in here. It's definitely weird, but it's not.
down. You want to burn the place down? I think we should get rid of whatever the fuck is in here.
I don't think it's safe enough to make that decision.
Looking at that,
Because
what
there's
they
also
just did
people
with that
who...
vial.
I keep fucking hitting war, bro. Every once in a while, I'll just grab it and just fucking
have a
take it
hit
away.
of
Yeah,
that?
hit the war, bro.
Yeah, where's the
Oh
war
my
post-it?
god, dude, it's just
Get the
fucking...
war post-it back over here.
I mean,
He's got war on his
either
hands.
I'm looking at what's up here or I'm burning the place down.
I might be buying this.
I don't think we have to burn this place down.
A lady lives next door.
Imagine me calling
We
you
don't
into
know
my
that.
office wearing that.
What do you mean?
I knocked on
two
the door
months
and
on
nobody
back
responded.
order.
You knocked on the front
I'm not
door.
that worried about her.
I ordered this 2
I'm
months
not
ago.
that worried about her.
Yo. He just wants to burn the lady down that lives next door.
Look, she probably got out when the inspector came. That's all I gotta say.
I don't advise against. I don't know.
Pushing 10:30.
Look,
I start to.
they have a hole. What's another hole?
I start to motion towards, kind of pushing the broom through the drywall.
Tap tap.
Not a tap tap. I give it a good heave ho.
You're cracking a hole.
Oh, I'm cracking a
Backing
hole.
up like 2 inches off of the stud.
Yeah,
with
and
a strong heave.
driving.
And you pull it out and you look up and you can see the bright yellow speckles of insulation.
Okay.
Okay. Ants aren't starting to.
Nope.
Asbestos.
I grab the vial by the very edge. Actually, I grab the vial and I duct tape it to the end of the broomstick.
All right. Yeah. Sure.
And I stick it on the inside of that hole. Do I see any bugs? Kind of.
Stick it up there.
Kind of on the edge of it, you know, so I can actually see what's.
Yeah, right on the edge. And you wait 5, 10 seconds. An ant shows up. Then another. And then another. 3 more, 5 more, 10 more. Really quickly, they begin to fall into the vial.
Quick.
You can hear this like
Cut a piece of
sickening,
tape.
like squashing sound as they're falling into the vial, hitting the glass and running around inside the vial. 10, 20 of them. Another 5 fall in. What are you doing?
Cut a piece of tape. Someone cut a piece of tape.
I'll grab the tape and get a piece ready.
Get a square of tape. Another 5 fall in, and one like is on the edge and falls off at the end of the vial.
All right, I pull it off and start to put it towards like away from everybody, but away from that hole.
Pull it up and maybe even like push it against the wall so they can't get up.
Yeah.
Gauze is able to make his way up, and you close the hole.
I'll tape the hole up.
Put the tape over the hole. This vial full of ants, and they're just kind of squirming around in there.
Are they going buck wild? Like, are they do they look pissed, or do they look like they're interested in whatever's in the vial?
You do not know enough about insects for me to answer that question.
Fair.
They're moving around and squirming and falling on top of each other and crushing each other.
the ants?
Yeah, what is the age of Van?
But none of them are leaving.
Do
the
they look
vial.
like they're friends?
They don't look like they're trying to make their way out of the vial.
No.
They're okay.
Can we close that vial up?
Yeah, it's what you just did. That's the best I got here.
The vial?
He put duct tape on
Put
the
the
hole.
tape on it.
Oh, close that. Oh, I thought he put it on the
Yeah,
vial.
is there a stopper in that vial?
No. Grab tape. Put it on the top of the vial.
All right, I do that for now, but that, and then
I mean, the ants can't get out of the tape. I mean, it's tape.
It's duct
They're
tape.
ants.
the vial. Was there not a stopper on it to begin with?
No.
Was it just
There
open?
was no stoppers on any of the vials.
That was stated.
Yeah.
Oh, we should probably stop all those up with duct tape.
I mean, yeah, probably. It's now that we know what we know. Yeah, let's do that.
Do you put duct tape on the vial full of ants?
Well, yeah, I'm holding it up, and I imagine. So I'm gonna run this by our good friend Tando here. So I imagine, right, you're on top of the sink, putting the tape on the ceiling.
I was imagining he was probably standing on the toilet.
Fair, better statement. He's standing on the toilet. I'm in the almost corner of the room now.
Yeah, I imagine standing on the edge of the tub.
Very good. Great. And we're kind of working my way. I'm working towards the middle of me and Tando for him to put tape on that.
Yeah, and it's a quick enough thing where you kind of lean it down and he slips his hand up and places a square of tape, maybe about 2 by 2 inches on top of the vial.
And I also... Gauze, grab some more tape and just put a couple more pieces on there, just to make sure that.
Yeah, I'll grab the roll and just wrap it up. Not the whole thing, so I can see what's going on inside. But yeah.
Yep.
The top portion is like
Yeah.
securely down.
Yep, 5 or 6 layers of tape.
Yep.
The water on the stove at this point is still boiling over, splashing onto the element.
I turn the water. It's safe to turn the water on.
What's everyone else doing? This ain't the Gonzo Power Hour. You guys just standing watching?
I'm pretty grossed out, but yeah, I'm kind of observing the action right now.
I'm just
I'll help where necessary. I'm holding the tape.
watching.
He's got it like a piece of toilet paper. He's like holding the duct tape roll.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'll follow Gonzo out to the kitchen while he's going to do the water and say, "So what's your idea with the water?"
So my thought was that the ants were interested in something, which is why they went to the wall.
Actually, in the meantime, can me and him start looking through his notebooks?
Yeah, you guys want to?
Yeah.
Start taking the time.
Since they're gonna fucking play bug detective.
You
Yeah.
want to ask me nicely?
As they're playing with bugs.
You want to ask me to help you out? Or are you just gonna throw a book at me?
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking throw 4 at you. Fuck you.
So
What's this means?
Since they want to play bug detective, we might as well make ourselves useful.
All right, let's start perusing.
You guys start making your way through these journals. And it becomes very clear very quickly that they are journals as they're playing Buggy Wuggy, as they're playing Night Crawlers.
Are they neat? Are they are these journals neat, or are they kind of the writings
playing
of a
Tummy Snakes.
madman?
They are neat. And they seem to be very, very boring. Very mundane. Today I went to the
Like
bus
bro's
stop.
writing in like 12 space font Times New Roman, and it's just fucking Facebook information.
It is just exactly. That's the contents of, you go through one journal and it's just like skimming through and it's just like, I went to the store today. I bought milk. I did this. I did that. Work sucks. I know.
God. I put them down before I have to roll sanity.
But eventually, one of the journals,
boring.
which seems, and all of these are dated, and they go back like a year and a half. All of them are dated, and it seems as though, like I mentioned, they're mostly mundane until you get to about 6 weeks ago,
Oh, juicy.
where there is a series of entries starting on March 24th, 2019, up until March 28th, 2019. And then there's a large lapse until May 8th, 2019. These are the entries that catch your eye.
What? Oh,
Who found this, him or I?
us.
I would say that he found this particular journal if you guys split the journals between the two of you.
Cool.
All right.
And I will also say, in between that final entry in March and that entry in May, a series of ramblings of strange nightmares. So there's 3 entries in March that catch
In
your eye.
addition to these,
In
there's-
addition to
there's
those,
strange
so
ramblings.
there's 3 entries in March that catch your eye, which are on that paper. 1 entry in May that catches your eye, which is the final entry on that paper. And then in between those entries in March and those entries in May are a series of strange ramblings about nightmares, which are also detailed here.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Vincent. What have you gotten yourself into?
So if you would, for the listening audience, please read those entries aloud.
Hello, listening audience. Please get used to hearing my voice. I have quite a bit of information to give you. March 24th, 2019. Finally, the AI spit out something useful. I've been so tired of smelling burnt shit and wet dog every damn day. Wonderful scent. Top notes of mandarin orange, Madagascar pepper, lemon, chinado, and rosemary. Middle notes are rose, amber, and bergamot. Base notes of vanilla and jasmine. Couldn't have asked for a better result. I even took a vial home just to use for myself. 1,000 monkeys slamming their fists on typewriters finally churned out something good. Hell, I'd even say great. Lang 33 is the name for now. We'll see if I can't get Sam to help push this along and expedite it for sale. Next entry. March 26, 2019. Much the same at work today. I'm still excited about Lang 33. Sam's been out of the office, so I haven't been able to give her a full presentation. But that should come along soon enough. I can't find the vial I brought home anywhere, so I brought home another. Getting pizza from that place on 5th Street tonight, thinking I might start rewatching House. Like House? Dr. House?
MD, baby.
House MD, come on.
March 28th, 2019. Itchy today. That's just how it starts. That's a sentence. Itchy today. I think it's way too early for mosquitoes to be getting it in. But Florida weather is Florida weather, and it's gonna be humid all the time. Woke up with bites. Actually, I think I might have had one of. Holy shit! Sorry, the ink's like going in some spots. Actually, I think I might have had one a few nights ago, and these are new. Put some cream on them, so I'm hoping it clears up. But god damn it, it's annoying. May 8th, 2019. The mask of self-deception was no longer a mask for me. It was a part of me.
So like I mentioned, in those entries between March and May are just normal entries, but they are just ramblings about nightmares. Those are an example of a few of them. There's about 24 of them that are described.
There's just several dreams described. There's one where he's in a hallway and it's lined with portraits of eerie faces, and every step he takes, like, the hallway gets longer. It's like turning in on itself, like funhouse bullshit. The portraits have eyes that follow him. Feels like a strange sense of claustrophobia, and like there's no escape, and the walls feel like they're crushing him. The next dream is he's on a stage surrounded by strings that dangle from above, and then realizes he has no control of his movements. He's being manipulated by like a puppet, and then when he tries to struggle against the strings, they tighten up and force him to dance. He starts to panic and realizes he's nothing but a puppet. The next dream, he stares at a mirror, but his reflection doesn't mimic his movements. Instead, it has its own movements, and it's taunting with a sinister grin. He tries to look away, but he can't. He's fixed on his, doppelganger. And the doppelganger seems to be growing more malevolent by the second. Suddenly, the mirror shatters, and his reflection steps out, ready to take his place in the real world. Then there's one where he's surrounded by a thick swarm of insects. They just take over his skin, and their legs leave a cold, dead trail in their wake. So overall, this guy seems to be going pretty fucking nuts. And then the last one, he's going through an abandoned carnival. The rides are creaking, groaning with neglect. The atmosphere is heavy with a sense of foreboding, and he can't shake the feeling that he's being watched. As he explores further, the carnival comes to life. The carousel horses are galloping on their own, and cotton candy machines are spinning out of control. I try to run, but the carnival seems to stretch on forever, trapping me with its own nightmarish grasp.
So as they're playing Bug Detective, you analyze this final string of journal entries.
Open table.
I will say at this point, Bug Detective is over, and you guys kind of step out with this vial full of duct-taped, bulbous yellow ants as they're still mulling about over this journal.
Gauls was asking me about what I was planning on doing with the water.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
You guys are like having this conversation as you're walking out.
I was gonna pour it down there. I thought that whatever was attracting the bugs was gonna be down, considering that they closed the downstairs portion. But seeing that those bugs went upstairs, that's what prompted me to open up a hole.
Okay. So I don't think we should pour that water anywhere.
No.
all.
That's why I turned it off.
Okay. Yeah. I think whatever's in there, we need to.
We should
if there's
smoke
anything
it
in
out.
there at all. Yeah, we might need to at a later time maybe open the walls up and see, but at this point I don't think we can do anything yet.
No, and I didn't think boiling water was going to hurt too much. I mean,
right.
Especially a bathroom sink water leak,
Right, yeah. And whatever's in there, we got to.
We're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to go downstairs at some point and check out what's in the restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad enough to close up shop.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's got to be something.
Hey guys, you might want to read through these.
And I guess take a look at them.
The other half of G-Cell analyzes the journal entry.
I think we just time skip ahead 5 minutes.
Yeah, you guys got there, yeah. At this point, we're pushing 11 o'clock.
I mean, guys, it is getting late. I don't know what time y'all rolled in, but
definitely give that a read, man. I don't know if you want to be carrying those vials.
Yeah, we should seal these up. I think something about this isn't.
I go grab another Tupperware container to put the rest of the vials in.
I also, before he does that, I duct tape them up, similar fashion to the ants,
Okay.
just so they're not leaking.
I think whatever he made off of this, AI something? Is it random?
That's what it sounds like. Hey Joe, historically, would I know if a certain sense would be used to warrant a certain reaction of animals or people?
I would say that that's not a historical
Maybe like
question.
a cult.
You can roll.
Are there
It's
any?
more of a biological question.
No, it's not. It's I get what he's asking, but I don't think that history would be applied to it. If the question that you're asking is occult in nature, I would have you roll occult.
I don't think it's occult in nature. I think with you explaining it sounds more biology than anything, and I don't really have not that I wouldn't.
I would say off the top of your head, with your background in history, you've never ran across anything like that.
Okay, cool. That's all I wanted to know.
I had a separate thing I wanted to see after I would have read this stuff. Any bug bites that would cause hallucinations? Any
roll
venomous bugs or something like that?
Roll science biology. Whatever you roll, add 20 to it because etymology is not your field of expertise.
Yeah, 102 on a 60.
You don't know.
Guys, I think we should absolutely check the downstairs. I think the downstairs has a part to play in all of this, especially with the closing of the shop.
Why though?
I mean, we want to tie up any loose ends, and
Yeah, but it's already closed and we've never been in there.
Look,
and
we don't want any of this getting out, though, do we?
bugs? They've already been shut down.
Especially after what you read. I mean, clearly they've got it, whatever it is. Do we want whatever they have to get out?
Maybe I'm interpreting it differently. It seemed more related to the scent that he brought home than it had to do with the restaurant.
I mean, they're attracted to it, but the bugs aren't just in the room. They're in the walls. They shut down the restaurant. They shut down the place. I mean, maybe we just burn them out. Get rid of them at all.
I don't know if the bugs were the cause of this, but maybe a result of whatever he created.
I agree with you. But we need to tie up any loose ends, because that is a loose end.
The bugs go talking.
Not talking.
I ain't gonna say a word. See.
I mean, he's making sense. I mean, the lady downstairs with the restaurant, she's gonna want to reopen.
Yeah. No,
And she's gonna call exterminators, and they're gonna find these bugs, and
But they're just bugs.
Are they
these
just
bugs are making symbols on the walls.
I think the bugs are reacting to that. I think if we remove the vials and any traces of the scent, we fix the bug problem. I think they'll naturally disperse. I think they'll stop behaving the way that they are.
Whatever was in those vials got out already, dude.
It's in those bugs. It's yellow like the vials.
Are the vials yellow?
The vials are empty
no.
now.
The vials are empty.
Oh, empty.
No color.
With the stopper off.
Shit.
We need to find a sample of this stuff. If this stuff is yellow,
The sample's in the bugs.
Oh. Maybe we need some more bugs.
Bug detectives!
maybe we should just collect all the bugs.
Jellyfishing!
I think the answer is to play with bugs longer.
Did we try squishing one?
No, I didn't squish one.
Let's see if any of the scent. Like, if we crush one, can we smell it?
I could just see Vinny standing at the doorway just tapping his finger like, come the fuck on, guys.
don't-
Let's get out of here.
I don't think we have the skill set to like
Stomp a
an ant.
bug. I can do it.
okay to determine anything afterwards.
dexterity.
It'll smell different.
If we crush one of these bugs and it smells like that scent, then we can make a pretty safe assumption that they're consuming whatever this stuff is. And if that's the case, then yeah, I mean, I would assume they wouldn't be able to survive without it at this point.
I mean, the guy had the vials out beside his bed, right? That's where you found him by his bed.
I grab a knife on that statement.
Okay.
And
He's gonna take some dental floss. He's gonna tie up an ant.
I grab a knife.
To put
and
on the rack.
There you grab a knife.
I stab it into the mattress and like kind of just cleave it open.
Oh
Okay.
man, we're gonna have to sew that together.
Anything in there?
Just flip the mattress.
Cut open the mattress, kind of as you guys were talking.
flip it
You guys
over.
noticed Gonzo cut a hole in the
Oh,
mattress.
Gons, what are you doing, man?
Nothing in there.
Okay.
Just flip it over.
But yeah, he was getting bit up by bugs. That's why he has all that cream in
Did you
there.
take the sheet off?
No, fuck
Could have
it.
at least covered the
Jesus.
slit with a sheet.
Boys, by the end of this, I'm burning this place down. Let that be known.
I guess that's one way to cover up evidence.
I mean, restaurants burn down all the time. I mean,
Yeah, and you said
it
this
makes
place needs to
sense.
reopen. Now you want to burn it down.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm saying she's gonna want to reopen. I'm not saying
Yeah,
she
reopen
should.
with an insurance claim. We'll make it look
Yeah,
like an
somewhere
electrical
else.
fire.
We'll make it look like 4 people just burn it down.
I mean, she's gonna call in exterminators, fumigate it.
It's true.
What if there's an open circuit somewhere? And
Can fumigating with an open circuit cause?
I don't know.
Oh. I dropped my dice. We need to start making some moves. Should we crush a bug? Should we crush a bug?
Yeah,
and
let's,
see-
let's crush a bug.
Quarter after 11, you guys are starting to feel the pings of exhaustion beginning to set in slowly.
As we crush a bug.
Are we crushing a bug?
I don't have any bugs to crush, so I'm not gonna be the one to crush on a bug.
We have some in the Tupperware.
I have the dead ones in the Tupperware.
Are they
Yellow?
bloated?
Yeah.
Let's take one out. Should we do it in here? Should we do it outside?
Yo,
We may as well do it in here because there's already bugs in here.
I lost my dice, and it's by your foot. But on a weird note, I found a dice that looks exactly like my dice, and it was the exact one I lost, and now I'm super
Fucking
confused.
session, bro.
You have
Playing
2.
with bugs. There's bugs. We gotta play with them.
This session's gonna make me have fucking.
Whose dice is it?
Bug.
I found bugs. You played with bugs.
Are
You
we
crushed
crushing a bug? Are we
Yeah.
crushing a fucking bug?
We're crushing the shit out of the goddamn bug.
Removing a dead ant, swollen and bulbous, filled with yellow liquid from the Tupperware container. You place it sacrificially on the ground. What is the methods of smashing this bug?
I want to use a spoon.
Spoon, using the back of a spoon, gently crushing it with a sickening. A spurt of yellow shoots out the back of its thorax as it is crushed, revealing all the liquid there inside.
Can I readapt my method of crush? Like with this, I said with the spoon.
It's already done.
I wanted to use 2 spoons.
And crush it between 2 spoons.
Like so, yeah. So it's in the other end of the spoon.
Different means, same end. Squashing the bug between 2 spoons. You peel it back to see the back of the one spoon and the front of the other, both coated in this sickly yellowish liquid.
How much liquid? It's like a microscopic amount, like less than a milliliter.
A few drops.
Does it have a scent? Does the...
Do you put your nose towards it and
No.
smell it?
I do.
Yeah, I do.
Getting closer, you smell a faint, but smells so fucking good. Floral. Sweet. Orange. Roses. The smell which has permeated your noses many a time before.
Gauze, you smell what I smell, right?
That's it.
We're burning this place down. Let's go check out downstairs before we do so.
I don't think we're burning them tonight. Maybe at the end, maybe, but we can't burn this place down right now. That's too much. That's too much heat before we
Yeah.
even started.
But
We can't do that.
I get what you're saying. All right, but by the time we, no pun intended, blow this joint, I do want to look in the basement or the first floor and see what we can find. So while whomever is prepping the method of burning, I'll check out down here, downstairs.
We should probably make sure there's no one in the
Building.
and well, yeah, across the hall.
Yeah, we should, but
That's a later problem. Let's go find some place to get some shut eye.
you guys leave the apartment?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'd grab everything that's kind of pertinent: the notebooks, the jars, the dead ants.
So you are taking the dead ants, the live ants as well in that vial?
Yeah, which is, I imagine is also in the Tupperware with the other jars.
Okay, easy enough. Put them all in there. Begin taking them out along with the journals. Are you taking anything else?
The spoons I also put in the Tupperware.
Okay. Making your way out of the apartment, you don't notice anything different with the door across the way. The door that you entered from is still unlocked. It hasn't been locked. Do you guys lock Thomas Meyer's door?
We have no means to lock that door, right?
We can
You
can
have
lock
lock
it from the inside
front,
and
yeah.
shut it.
Yeah, Thomas Meyer's door, but the deadbolt you have no means
We
to
have
lock.
no means to lock that.
Correct.
Let's leave it for now.
I said we leave it all unlocked.
Let's lock Thomas Meyer's door.
I don't know.
I
if
mean,
the
you
credit
got
card's gonna
in
work
easy
again.
enough.
Yeah, I got in with the credit card.
I mean, let's put up a note. Maybe not a note. We can come back tomorrow, put up a note, say we're doing extermination today, no entry. Maybe that'll catch if the neighbor's actually in here. Maybe it'll catch her attention. We can knock tomorrow and say we're exterminating.
or we can give her a call.
Yeah.
Back to the Kona.
The
Agreed.
Kona.
Yeah.
Back to the Kona. You guys get in, drive to...
A local motel.
Easy enough to find a motel, probably halfway between where you are and the police department. Get a room for the night, pay in cash. Make your way into the hotel room as you guys are making your way out, making your way towards the hotel room, ending your day of work. G-Cell still hot on the case, with bugs to be squished and or exterminated. The four of you find yourselves in need of rest, preparing for the next day ahead, and that's where we're going to pick up next session.
Yeah, I'd like to imagine we asked for the cleanest motel room.
Not a roach motel?
Yeah. Like we
Motel.
went to instead of stopping at a Motel 6, we at least held out for a Motel 7.
Thank you for listening to this installment of 12 Gauge, a Nasty Table production.